Of a group of white girls who are sitting at their graduation engaged. And the question came up, well, why is there not the reality for black women? I know y'all not gonna like what I gotta say, but you know me, I'm gonna say it anyways. First and foremost, black women are above reproach. If it don't validate us or excuse our bad behavior, we don't want to hear it. Instead, we'll say, well, men do it too. Secondly, we'll find every excuse in the world to validate why we don't want to be married or why we don't want to be in a relationship. Well, they get cheated on. Well, they do this. Well, they do that. But then we have all these standards for men, and we're still actively seeking for men in the midst of our hurt while inadvertently telling them to go to therapy. We do not practice what we preach. Thirdly, the independent woman is a myth. Actually cared about being independent and it was something that made you happy, you would not have all these standards to negate your independence. Nobody wants to relinquish power. You'll find every excuse in the world to not be submissive and wonder why white women can get away with their bad behavior. We take everything bad from white women except for the fact using marriage to our own benefit. But you'll run to the child support office though. Equality against men, and the only time we actually want to be equal to men is when it comes to degenerate behavior, hypersexuality, abusing or abandoning children. Even when it comes to the gold digger conversation, what you don't see those other women do, even when they are just screwing men for money, is bashing men and inadvertently making men feel like they're not important. Also too, telling them that they don't need men. Psychologically, we have been taught to disassociate ourselves, and even in that Malcolm X quote where he says the black woman is the most disrespected, he also says to be near your man. Because who taught you to hate the very race that you're supposed to be with?
Now, that's Paris as usual, coming with that hot fire as usual. Once again, man. Listen, check it out. Paris is one of those that a lot of women call a pick-me, but this woman speaks the truth, and she says it so eloquently on a lot of these social issues, and especially when it comes down to marriage and being wed. And a lot of people didn't like the fact, because she did go viral. I forgot who reposted her or whatever, but they got mad at I think she commented on somebody's post that she went viral for this same exact video. But a lot of content creators tend to use this image right here and or images similar to this in reference to the outlook on competing with the man as opposed to collaborating with the man or edifying or bettering the man. And you see all these white women, a lot of people make fun of those who pursue educational degrees or liberal arts. But hey, a lot of times white women approach, and we're not talking about the feminist white women, because you see all of these have rings on their finger, and obviously a lot of the guys ain't tolerating that feminist stuff unless he's a certain type of dude himself. But they all got rings, and they're graduating with rings on their fingers because white women usually attend college to network and to find a husband, because they don't want to really be working like that. Nobody wants to be working hard. As much as black women say, I want to work hard and I want to do this and I want to show him and all this stuff like that. Nah, I don't know where this comes from. Why it has to be a personal challenge when it comes to marriage and men, but you'll have a baby by a man, but don't want to be under the wing of a man being told what to do. It does go back to how you were raised and socialized. But let's get on to this other clip where this young lady's talking about some things as well. Let's go.
Here is the reason why majority of black women are behind in the dating game, behind in the marital game. They're not getting married and they cannot secure, or they have not been securing men who provide. And the main reason why is honestly speaking, it's first societal programming, and second, the way that we raise our children, which is why I encourage every black woman that's watching this video, even if you made mistakes and you already have children, be the person that breaks the pattern in the family, especially in regards to the selection of men. Let's be honest. Women who are of other cultures, as white women, Middle Eastern women, Asian women, they are taught to target and date and pursue men who are providers, someone or a man who has something to offer. Because in those cultures, when the father gives their daughter away to that man, they don't have the expectation in their mind that their daughter is going to have to struggle, work hard, work double shifts. They feel like, we're giving our precious flower away to you. Here she is. Make sure you take good care of her and make sure you're able to provide for her. But in the black community, we're taught different. We're taught to date someone just because you like them. Oh, he's not working. It's okay, girl. Like, girl, hold him down. Hold him down. He doesn't have much going on. Hold him down. Just work it out. Stick it out. We're kind of taught that struggle narrative, that narrative of hard work and hard labor. And we're taught, but why would you be doing hard labor if you have a man present that you are in a relationship with? That's the difference. And there was a point in time I was working in a luxury firm. Luxury firm was predominantly a Caucasian luxury firm. And, you know, we would have girl talk, like all the associates, like it was really chill vibes. We would all like sit down in the lunchroom and just talk about like girl stuff. Everyone's dating someone new, you know, catching up. And I noticed that the Caucasian women in there and the Middle Eastern women in there and even the Latin women in there, their first question when anyone in our group was dating a man, their first question was, okay, what does he do for a living? That was always the first question. It wasn't, do you like him? Do you love him? Does he treat you nicely? No, that was never the first question. And as I grew up and I matured, it totally dawned on me. And I'm like, no wonder they are so far economically with marriages and with relationships, because the first thing that they look at is financial security. Black women, on the other hand, that is not the first thing that they look at unless they're from African cultures. African women are totally different when it comes to American women as far as how they date. That man has to be, if they're going to check bank statements before the marriage is even legalized, they're going to check bank statements. That's how it is in Africa. So props to African women. They have that on lock as far as Black women. But it dawned on me and I'm like, this is the problem. Like, this is it right here. Why are African American women not vetting men properly? Why aren't they choosing men who are educated? Why are they not looking for men who have something to offer? Why are they looking for men that they have to work with or slave with? Majority of the African American women that I know that are highly educated, hyper educated, they take care of their husbands. Their husbands are house husbands. And I've seen that trend. And when I was a kid, I knew it wasn't right. When I was younger, I knew it didn't make sense. But now that I'm older, I'm like,
this young lady told nothing but the truth. I don't know her name, but I just happened to come across this clip. But what she said is absolutely true. The approach, the way the Black woman in America is socialized is completely different than other women throughout the world. How they don't down their men. They don't say, I don't need a man. The Black woman is the only woman who says this. I don't need a man, other than white feminist women. She spoke on some other things in terms of the struggle and wanting to work with a man and be with a man. Not to say that you shouldn't like a man, right? But that's not what it's all about. But the thing is, I like him. And this is where the Pookie and Ray Ray situation comes in about liking him. Or if he is rich, he has to be hood rich, or rich where he's not corny. Like he's flashy, like dope boy rich or musician rich. That's acceptable. But an average guy is just not looked at it in that way. When financial security and stability in a man should be the backbone for any relationship, but for some women, it's just exciting to not have that and to be able to take care of a man. You saw what she said in terms of these wealthy women who are with men who are either house husbands or being taken care of. Because with that amount of money that comes in, that she's making, comes an ego and a sense of independence, and her being able to submit to a certain type of man. And this is where everybody, regardless if you want your man at home being a house husband watching the kids, there's going to be a certain level of resentment on both sides. And that's just what I know. I don't know. We can say that in terms of the freedom of the Black woman and the Black man in America, it's only been 60 years and it really hasn't been that long. So her not having a stable father in the household and not knowing what to look for, as opposed to the media and what's considered exciting, and women just having a herd mentality overall, is something that's definitely hard to overcome. But anyway, guys, let me know what you guys think, though. Comment below. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Much blessings and abundance. Stick around for the next video that's going to pop up on the screen below. That's where I'm going to see you guys at. It's your favorite everything. This is Wisdom. I'm out of here. Peace.